So I woke up. I woke up to a congratulations motivation B. I woke up to a message saying that he's starting at Career Tech on Monday. So it brought me back. It brought a smile to the face. It helped me to. I started thinking about when I actually started school and I want to come on and share a bit. Maybe I didn't share up some of the things that I've learned. What I've learned over the course of 3 years. It's been 3 years. I can't believe it. It's been a long time. Not a long time, but it's been 3 years. They went by fast. I was actually I worked for a concrete company before, and I ran into a guy from a different company, and he recognized me, and he asked me was I interested in driving for him. I was interested in a job doing the same thing, but with a different company. And he asked me how long have I had my license, and I looked and I said, well, it'll be 3 years. It'll be 3 years in next month. And he said, well, you're good because you gotta. I guess they passed a law here in Florida where you gotta have a license for at least 3 years for the insurance purposes. I don't know. It used to be when I first started. I applied for a company called CMAX, and they said it was 2. So when I first actually got my license, when I got out from driving, those that don't know, I drove for Swift for a while, and when I first came home to try to go local, it hadn't been it's like maybe 11 months, and it wasn't long enough. So I think I don't know, maybe they changed the laws, maybe it's just that company, but or maybe they changed all the companies. I'm not sure how that goes. You have to find that out for yourself. But anyway, Career Tech, those that haven't seen the story of how I started with Career Tech, I was doing I was working in landscaping, and I decided to go to CDL school. And if I was start up and know what I know now, start to learn the pre-trip before you get there. Learn your pre-trip, and then focus on once you learn your pre-trip, you get that master that down. But it's 3 phases. It's how they did it before. When I was going, first you would have to pass. You would have to pass your pre-trip. You have to pass that twice, and then you have to do your skill sets twice and pass those. Your offsets, your alley docking, and your straight line. So once you do those twice, you go out and do the actual test, a practice test, and then they set you up for the actual test. So you don't have a lot of time. There's a lot of students there that they're doing. I know when I was getting ready to leave, they had started to get contracts with the state. So, but before when I first was actually there, it was just like it was a Swift, it was CRST, and a couple of Warner students, not many, but a couple of Warner students. But now they got a state account, so now they get more and more students. So I went there a while back. I was heading, and I drove, and they did a lot of remodeling. It looks nice, but nobody was actually there when I went. But it looks really nice. They put a lot of money into the school, so a lot of good people. I don't know if Mr. Al's still there. Mr. Al, Jimmy, and I forgot the other guy's name, but I'm sure Jimmy's probably still there. I don't know about Mr. Al. I don't know if he's there or not, but all good people. All I can't say anything bad about the instructors. All of them are willing to help. The ones that were there when I was there, all of them are willing to help you get your license. They want to see you succeed. I think one of the younger, I forgot his name, but one of the younger drivers, I think he was talking about going back over the road. So I'm not sure if I forgot his name, but I'm not sure if he's still there or not. And some of those relationships that we built, like Percival, I still talk to Percival. I haven't talked to Rocky in a long time, but a lot of those guys that I met in school, for the most part, and even some of the girls, for the most part, we still communicate. I still have their numbers, and they're still driving. So for the most part, we all we all decided, once we started to get our license, we all decided we were going to finish together, and we did. And it's great. It's great. It's great to see that they decided to do something. We all decided to do something, and we continue to do that. And it's a great feeling. So the relationships you build and people you bond with during that time, cherish it, because you meet somebody. Because when they told me, I didn't actually drive to school. I didn't drive to school, and they were saying that the recruiter told me that just come. And most of the time when you come, you'll meet somebody and you can catch a ride with them. And she was right. But I was to the point where I was like, depending on how far the school is, if I gotta walk, I'll walk. As long as I get there, that's how juiced up I was about getting my license. And it wasn't easy, because like I said, you can't work for those weeks you're in school. Unless you got some money saved, you got people helping you, which I did. But those weeks you're not working, so it's kind of hard. But they have kitchens. The hotel has a kitchen in there, so you can cook. They have refrigerators in there, so you can buy groceries. You can go to Walmart. There's local Walmart's right in the area. You can go to Walmart, buy some food, bring some pans. If you're gonna drive, bring some pots and pans, and you can cook in the kitchen. Percival, he actually cooked for me and Mike, and I haven't heard from Mike, but he actually cooked for me and Mike when we were there. And I took us back and forth to school. So I tell him all the time when I talk to him, I tell him that he's part of the reason why I got my license, because he was there, and I didn't have a ride, so he was my transportation, and I was thankful for that, because I wasn't sure how I was gonna get there. And the reason how we met is when I got to school, when I got to the hotel rather, he was in the hotel, and I said I asked him, I made a conversation with him and asked him, was he there for CDL school? And he said, yeah. I said, well, do you mind if I ride with you? And he said, that's cool, that's fine. And so that was that. Me and Mike was my roommate, and then you're gonna have a roommate too. But first of all, he paid. It depends on what you want to do, because you can pay extra if you want. Because first of all, pay extra. He had a room by himself, so he said he didn't want to. He didn't want to share a room with anybody. He said he had certain habits, and he didn't want to share a room with anybody. So he paid money so he can have his own room. So that was cool. He had his own little space. But sometimes, when the first roommate I had, somehow he fell and hit his head. I don't know, he's an older guy. He fell and hit his head, and he had to leave school. So I'm actually on my way to a delivery, trying to find out where I'm going. I actually know where I'm going, but I ain't want to miss my turn. But yeah, he was an older cat, and he fell and hit his head, and he had to go home. He had to go to the hospital rather than he went home for a while. And when I was getting ready to test out, he actually came back and tried to finish. So I don't know if he finished or not, but some people quit. Some people quit. Some people got kicked out because certain things like drugs, and don't. a lot of people in my class too. They were smoking marijuana doing while we were in trucking school. It was you're in trucking school while you smoking weed. And then they went to test for SWIFT, and SWIFT does a hair follicle test. For those that don't know, SWIFT does a hair follicle test, and they didn't pass the hair follicle test. So if you smoke, don't smoke. Don't waste your time going, because they're gonna test you anyway. So some companies don't do a hair follicle test, but some companies do. So depending on what company you're going with, I know Pam doesn't do I don't think they do a hair follicle test, because I know some of those students, they smoked, and they didn't. They figured by the time they went to school, by the time they went to finish school and went to get the job, it'll be out of the system when they took the test. So they weren't really worried about it. But yeah, congratulations. I don't know if he's watching that. Motivational B, check him out. He's here on YouTube too as well. But congratulations. Enjoy the ride. Like I said, it's been 3 years for me since I've been there, and I appreciate it. I'm glad I did it. You can always, once you get them, you can either drive for a while or drive for yourself. I don't know what you plan on doing, but It's great. It's great. You can drive your own truck, become your own boss, or you can work for a company for a while and do your thing like that. It's trying to get over. But yeah. So if you think about, I don't know, if you think about watching this video for the first time, you think about going to a Career Tech, I highly recommend Career Tech. It's a great school, great people. They want to see you succeed, and if you have a problem, you have any issues at all, make sure go to them and talk to them, and they'll work with you. So, I can't say anything bad about Career Tech. I want to go back. I'm gonna go back soon. Like I said, I went back a while ago, and nobody was there. It was on a Saturday though, but I was in the area, so I just shot through, and I want to say hello, but nobody was there. So, but I'm gonna go like maybe during the week, sometime soon, and say hello and maybe do a video about it and share. So anyway, a motivation B. If you're watching this video, keep me posted on your journey. I love to hear about it. And I tell the people at Career Tech I say hello and thank you. So anyhow, be safe, be blessed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, share if you want to. And like I said, I highly recommend Career Tech. It changed my life. Going there changed my life. Get my CDL license changed my life, and I'm grateful for the people there. I'm grateful for the school. So that's it. That's all. Let me do some work. Be blessed. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them, because you never know when you're gonna go. You never know when they're gonna go. So with that being said, like, subscribe, comment down below, share if you want to, and I'm out. Peace.